My name is Herbert Frei. I'm president of the Pikaia Lodge. This is a new lodge that we are currently being built in Galapagos. We hope to have this hotel ready and open by the first semester of 2013.
Right, and this sounds like a very exciting development and the first of its kind in Ecuador. Can you tell us a little bit more about it?
Yes, of course. Pikaia Lodge will be the first carbon neutral hotel in Ecuador. It will probably be one of the most advanced lodges ever built, environmentally speaking. We're going to be off-grid. We won't be hooked to the electricity grid of the island. We will produce our own energy. We will use solar photovoltaics. We will use solar collectors for heating water. We will use aeolic energy. And for the heavy equipment like fridges and all this type of equipment that demands a lot of energy, we're going to use generators, electric generators, using biodiesel. And we're going to use biodiesel produced not by palm oil or soy bean oil. We're going to use, since one of our companies in Ecuador, we are one of the largest producers of passion fruit concentrate in the world. What we're going to do is the seeds that comes after the process from the fruit, we're going to press it and make oil out of it. Actually, we're doing already oil out of it, and then we're going to have it convert into biodiesel. So this biodiesel, of course, it's carbon neutral in itself. And the good thing is that this biodiesel is from discarded product. It's not like palm oil, which is accused worldwide to damage rainforest in order to plant those trees. So in this respect, we'll have an energy produced by biodiesel which is completely clean and no environmental impact in that respect.
So lots of environmental initiatives going on to ensure the balance of nature is maintained. Can you tell us a little bit about the experience that you're creating for travellers who will come and visit?
Yes, of course. Well, Pikaia Lodge aims to change or even, let's say, evolve the concept of tourism in Galapagos, because the traditional model of tourism in Galapagos has been done on cruise ships or yachts. Very few hotels are in the Galapagos. Actually, it took us more than 4 years just to get the permits, and that after a 10-year ban of building hotels in the Galapagos. Galapagos is very restrictive in that respect. The environmental care is very severe. Actually, there is a very special law in Galapagos. I would qualify it as a landmark law, which even prohibits Ecuadorians even to settle there anymore. So it's the only territory in Ecuador where you need a visa for Ecuadorians to go there. So in that context, we want to offer the opportunity for adventurers, eco-adventurers as we call it, people who appreciate nature, to go and visit in the Galapagos in a non-traditional way, which is the cruise ships and yachts. So we have developed a system where passengers will stay in the hotel, but under the day they will go on one of our yachts to visit different islands. So we have structured all programs in such a way that and since we are located in the central island of Santa Cruz in Galapagos, we are close by in navigation times speaking to some of the best sites in the Galapagos. So you don't need to go on a cruise ship to see the best of Galapagos. Now you can do it from a land-based, that's what we call land-based tourism. That's the model which we are introducing, and actually it's the model that many people in Galapagos want to accomplish. Why? It's because this model, again, in social responsibility, creates local jobs, uses local materials, uses local products, uses local entrepreneurs. Like, for example, we want to buy buses or minibuses or this type of vehicles. We will use third-party vehicles from settlers over there, so that they make business and they profit also from the income we produce in the island. That's a very different thing, because traditional model of cruise ships and yachts, they are mostly owned from the continent, and they bring people from the continent and use products from the continent. So this is quite a shift of the model, and that's also one of our key points in all of this is not only the environmental sustainability, which we are doing, but it's also the social responsibility. We want to create shared value. I mean, we want to foster and foment local entrepreneurs also to give us the service we need.
And just quickly about the lodge itself, what types of features can travellers expect to see or to find at the lodge when they're actually staying there?
Well, it's going to be a 5-star lodge. It's a luxury lodge, not opulent, luxury. It's going to have all the services that you would expect from something like that. We'll have a spa, we have infinity edge pool, we have a gym, we have beautiful rooms that all have ocean view with terrace. We're going to have a fine food. I mean, we really put a lot of weight on having a very good food, fine food. Of course, using local ingredients and making a fusion of Ecuadorian and international cuisine. So we want people to feel very comfortable. And the interesting thing is that our property is located far away from town. We are in a very secluded place, bordering the National Park of Galapagos. So you don't have any houses or roofs that you will see. So it's a very natural environment. Actually, the lodge is going to be on top of a crater, an extinct crater, of course, and with incredible views to more than 10 islands. And it's a place where you really feel in peace with nature. And also we have our own giant tortoises reserve there, which we are protecting now. We have started because this location or this property, which is 31 hectares, was a former cattle ranch, which they destroyed all trees and they cut everything down and planted pasture. So now we have undertook since nearly 4 years ago a very titanic task to reforest all of that. So far we have reforested over 10,000 trees. So we are bringing back the ecological environment that was there, the original one. So turtles are coming back, birds are coming back. So we're going to have something really nice going on.
And just one final question. You mentioned it's taken 4 years to get the permission, the permit to develop in Ecuador. Do you think this is the beginning of development for other properties in Ecuador? What do you see for the future?
Galapagos, you mean?
In the Galapagos, exactly.
Well, not really. I mean, it took me more than 4 years to do all the legal process, environmental impact studies, consulting with the community, doing all the necessary legal steps to do that, because one has to remember, more than 10 years, I mean, before I started this, there was a law that prohibited building hotels more than 10 years ago. So it's practically since 95, more. Yeah, from 95 on, it was forbidden to build hotels. In 2005, that expired, so that's when I started to do the whole process. But now, the law of Galapagos, now they're going to reform it, and they're going to also forbid again for the next 5 or 8 years to build new hotels. So it's not easy to do that. I mean, I think we were very lucky, or at least very patient, to do all this process. And overdevelopment in Galapagos is basically not possible, because again, this landmark legislation of Galapagos, it's very restrictive towards development. And one has to also take into consideration that from the 100% of the land mass we have in Galapagos, 97% is national park, which is untouched and you cannot build anything on there. Only 3% is for local population, villages and so on. And also from this 97% of national park, only 0.5% is visited by tourists.
Right.
So I would say that Galapagos is probably one of the most pristine natural environments in the world, and it's kept that way, and the government and people of Ecuador, they want to also keep it that way. So it's very restrictive, and I don't think overdevelopment will ever happen there.
Thank you for talking to Breaking Travel News.